Yeah! Welcome back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, we're going to get into this. No, as you can tell by the thumbnail, I did not buy all 8 cookies that you could get. One of them was a chocolate chip, and then the other one you have to sacrifice, right? I just don't see a point in me sitting here trying to struggle through holding 2 4-packs when we inevitably know what a chocolate chip cookie tastes like from Crumbl, and we inevitably know what most of these cookies already taste like. Like, this is probably the most bored I am with a lineup, and you have 8 flavors. Most bored I am with a lineup in a long time, for real. Like, they had, originally this did not have 8 cookies set up for it. It had chocolate cake and butter cake set up, and I knew they were going to pull one of the LTOs out. They pulled chocolate cake. We've had butter cake, and it wasn't that long ago. Most of these flavors wasn't that long ago. I swear we just had peanut butter bar in the last few months. Now they're doing 8 flavors, and they're just re-rotating the same ones. It's like, what's the point? You're only excited about this if you're new to Crumbl, I would say. Which, if you're new to Crumbl and not excited, go ahead and tell me. But do you guys really think I should buy 2 4-packs and review all 8 flavors for the week? Someone out there is going to do it. They'll probably get tons of views for it. Good for them, but I just don't feel like that's what I want to do. So, if you think I should do it, speak now or forever hold your peace. All right. So, oh boy. We're going to have that same problem we had a couple weeks ago with that dollop on top. That dollop's looking to fall. Yeah, it is. All right, that's your thumbnail. I'm gonna try and get this dollop back in place. I loved Kentucky, not Kentucky. I loved butter cake. Oh, I'm having a hard morning, guys. I'm trying to set the box down. It's become mission impossible. All right, we got it. We got it squared away somewhat. So, what were we talking? Butter cake. Butter cake. You know, guys, I love it, but a lot of people hated it. They said, oh, that thing's salty. It's not sweet at all. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. And it's kind of crazy. It's one of the only LTOs they've brought back so far. We're going to see more LTOs return, whether you like that or not. But this is one of the first to return. And I don't remember hearing a lot of praises sung. I loved it. I sung a lot of praises about it. But I'm not tone deaf. I hear things. I know what you guys say and think. So, again, butter cake. Let's try it out. Honestly, I don't even remember what I rated it. It is very good, right? It's fluffy on the inside, buttery, a little bit of a crunch, like a crispy edge, and I love that. It does have its limitation, but it's great. I give it 8.5. I think if you like added more flavor to it, maybe. I know they got a caramel cake coming, so I guess maybe that's a good solution to this. It's solid. I like it a lot. I really do, and it's unique. You don't find a lot of desserts out there like that with a nice crispy edge and fluffy inside. So, butter cake is for me. I like butter cake a lot. So, all right. Before I get super bored, we're going to do New York cheesecake, which I think it's been a little while since we've seen this one. Not a ton of time, but we get a lot of cheesecake flavors. Cheesecake cookies are amazing, and with how they've shifted in terms of how they do their cheesecakes, I would argue the cheesecake cookies are better than the cheesecakes themselves. They put too much cream cheese, way too much cream cheese in those cheesecakes now. They started out great, right? The raspberry cheesecake was great, but now it's just like they changed the ratio, and it makes me mad because I'm not a big cream cheese fan. And when you put too much cream cheese in cheesecake, oh, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. But this never compromises. This is always good. So let's do it again. Creamy, sugary, not too much cream cheese, good graham crust. I love it. I absolutely love it. Of course, you know, the variations are better, right? When you add fruit topping or salty caramel or anything to it, it's definitely going to be better. But on its own, it's very delicious, right? Very simple, but very delicious. Put it right there with Kentucky Butter Cake, 8.5. All right, now this is going to kind of fall apart, but you know, strawberry cupcake. One of the only two fruits that they like to do, strawberry and lemon. They do other fruits sometimes. They'll do mixed berry and stuff, but they used to do pineapple, orange, all kinds of stuff. Pina colada. They did a lot of lime flavors. What's happened, Crumbl? What's happened? I don't know. So, and yes, I'm wearing the hat because I'm feeling American. We got to vote. If you haven't voted, last chance tomorrow. At least we think it's your last chance. You never know. But, yeah, go out there, vote. I'm sure there's some freebies for voting, even though that should not be the reason to vote. I'm sure, you know, Krispy Kreme's going to give you a free donut. No, Crumbl's not going to give you a free cookie, but whatever. All right, strawberry cupcake. This one is very heavy on the cream cheese and artificial strawberry flavor. But it tastes exactly how a strawberry cupcake should taste, right? It's not my favorite thing, but they nail it, right? You can't be harsh on something when they nail it. And some of you guys out there do love the taste of a artificial strawberry cupcake. That's just your thing. For me, it's a 7.5. It nails it right on the head. It's solid. It's good. It's enjoyable. But I wouldn't put it top tier, right? 7.5 is just basically like a 75 on a test. So you did good. You passed the test. You did everything right. But maybe, you know, I'm not happy with it. So I don't know. But again, if that's your thing, that's your thing. And they do a solid job on it. All right. Yep, we're getting real boring now. So outside of those three, the big bangs of the week, I guess you could say, you have 5 other options. The 3 I'm going to review: peanut butter blossom, oatmeal raisin, and M&M. Then you got milk chocolate chip, I think is this week's, and pink sugar. I don't need 2 pink frosted cookies today. Just give me a break, right? Some of y'all I know love pink sugar, but we know where we're gonna give it. We're gonna give it like a 7.5, and we're always gonna note it's a sugar cookie with an almond extract twist. Good, refreshing, but what's the point? It's been a while since we've had regular M&M, so just give it its time. I loaded this thing up with M&M's, without a doubt. It's pretty solid. I've always been a hater, but they did a solid job on this. Dare I say better than their milk chocolate? Maybe. I've already overrated their milk chocolate in the past too, though. I give it a 7. It's good. It works. It's nice. It's filled with M&M's. But it's not something that's going to blow your mind. So, and it's not something that you would really want to go to Crumbl for. Same with the next 2. Oatmeal Raisin. They don't do this one a lot. They actually spent like almost 2.5, maybe even 3 years off the lineup. Which was crazy. That was the good old times with Crumbl, when they would really just overdo it and avoid these simple cookies at all costs. And so now we're seeing it a bit more again. It's like, okay, Crumbl, what's going on? But some people like their oatmeal raisins, okay? That's just how life is. Some people like oatmeal raisins. How am I going to get out the parking lot with you parked right there? I don't know, but we're going to deal with it, Mr. Tractor Trailer. We're going to get around you. Again, it's hard. It's really hard to rate a cookie lower than a 7 for Crumbl. Usually they don't go below 5, right? Because cookies are already good. They're sweet. They're enjoyable. And when you can, you know, respect and do a classic ode to your typical cookie, it's hard to penalize it. But this has its limitations, right? It's a 7 out of 10 for me. It nails everything it's supposed to do for an oatmeal raisin cookie, but it's not something I would want if I'm going to Crumbl. But they do a good job. All right, so you got the oatmeal, you got the raisin. It's gooey. It's not super chewy either because the raisins cooked really well. So again, if you like oatmeal raisin, they've got it this week. And peanut butter bar. It's not been that long since we've had you. It's not been that long since we had pink sugar. So it's like, what did I have to do? What do I have to do? And now instead of having 6 cookies where the decision's easy because at least we haven't had them in the last few months. Now it's like you got to choose between like 7 or 8, and it's a mess. It is a mess. I love peanut butter blossom though. It's simple, but it's straightforward. And it's not like your typical peanut butter cookie. It's got sugar crystals mixed all through it, giving it a different texture and flavor than your typical dry peanut butter cookie. This is not dry. This is gooey and moist. And it's daggone delicious. One of my issues is that it needs more chocolate on top, but then again, it's peanut butter blossom, right? That you're only supposed to have one thing of chocolate. And I like their fudge cream cheese frosting. I won't lie. I don't mind that replacing a cheap milk chocolate Hershey Kiss, which, hey, Hershey Kisses are amazing. We all love them, even if it's cheap chocolate. You got to be honest about it, though, right? You can't lie. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't stand out. But again, I would put it on the level of M&M. I give it a 7.5. It's a classic oat. So yeah, I mean, again, I wasn't excited about this lineup, but there's no cookie that makes me say, oh, this is terrible, this is dry, this is bland. Nothing leads me to say that. A lot of people will overhype things, and maybe you may see me as an overhyper, but I'm not gonna shoot a cookie and say you're trash because you're just basic, right? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna acknowledge that it's basic, but I'm not gonna penalize it to its death for being basic, right? So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see y'all around.